Hi, this is Smriti from Simply Crafted for Handmade today. And look, I have a beautiful project where I've actually turned trash into treasure. Well, that is the theme of this month. So I used this decoupage napkin and then I also used an old discarded shampoo bottle with two chalky paints, pale daffodils and moss green, decoupage glue, gilding flakes gold color, and foil magic to apply the gilding flakes. And towards the end, I used Mod Podge matte and Mod Podge outdoors. Come, let's start making this bottle. So for plastic, I basically like to give at least a minimum of 3 coats of gesso. So I applied the first coat of gesso with brush. I dried it completely and then I applied the second coat of gesso again with brush. For my third coat, I wanted some texture, so I used a sponge over here. After my 3 coats were done and completely dry, that's when I selected the napkin. I tore it according to the design and placed it on the bottle and saw how I wanted to place it and accordingly trimmed it further. After taking off the backing of the tissue paper, yes, always remember tissue papers always have at least 2 to 3 layers, so you need to take them off. After taking that off, using Craft Angles decoupage glue, I started placing it onto the bottle and placed it the way I wanted it. And the best part with the tissue paper is that when you are sticking them together, they are so beautifully stuck together that you actually cannot see the line in between. Once the bottle was completely dry, and of course, after I admired it, I started using chalky paints. So I started using chalky paints Pale Daffodil and Moss Green. These were the two paints that I used. To start with the pale daffodil, sorry, pour it out a little bit onto the plate, and I want very little over here because I will be dry brushing basically. What I'm going to be doing over here is paint it all over the bottle to give a yellow hue. Yes, right now the bottle looks white. After dry brushing it slightly all over the bottle, over the pattern also, this bottle will give you a hue of yellow. See, as you can see over here. So make sure that your hand is very light, just feather touch. Can you see the bottle is now looking yellow? For the base, I'm going to use moss green. Again, very little paint needed. So just a little bit, and I'm just going to paint the base. And for the edges, of course, I'm going to cover them up, but I'm going to smoothen them out with dabbing a sponge over it. By doing so, you just make sure that there are no fine lines and it comes blends really well with each other. Well, after this is done, now it's the time to add gilding flakes. So for that, Foil Magic is a beautiful magical product. I'm going to use that and apply it wherever I want to apply the gilding flakes. Once I'm done with this, make sure that you really tightly seal the bottle and keep it because this will dry and it will dry permanent, right? So make sure that you screw this bottle cap very tightly back on. I will leave the bottle for about 2 minutes, and once it becomes tacky, I'm going to start using the gilding flakes on top of it, and basically with the help of a brush just remove the excess, and you can see how beautiful it has already come. This is the back side where I want to apply some more. So since it is already tacky and I have these gilding flakes on my craft mat, I'm just going to press it further. Yes, can you see? So simple and easy, and take off the excess with the brush. Yes. So adding gilding flakes is actually very easy. All you need to do is just place it over a tacky surface, just press it down and brush off the excess. Nothing further. And the look is just fantabulous. To seal this now, first I'm going to use Mod Podge matte. Why I'm doing this is because this is a plastic bottle as I have mentioned earlier, and with my plastic products I always like to give at least 2 to 3 coats of sealing again. So first was Mod Podge matte. Once this Mod Podge matte dries completely, I am now going to be using Mod Podge outdoor because of the strength that it will give me. Because if I use this bottle near my wash basin or sink to use either a lotion or hand wash in it, I have to make sure that it will not go bad with any water dropping on it. So I'm going to apply this Mod Podge outdoor and let it dry. It took about 48 hours to dry, but after that it was just perfect. So while I was making this video, I realized that the gilding process was not really clear. So I thought, let me gild one more time. So what I did was I applied foil magic to the base of the bottle where I wanted to, use the gilding flakes again and give a golden base. So after applying the foil magic with my brush, I kept the bottle for about 2 to 3 minutes to let it dry, not completely, just become tacky. And then I started putting the gilding flakes with the help of a forceps. Why I use a forceps is so that it does not stick onto my fingers or the surface. So I always use either a metallic forceps or a metallic knife to pick up the gilding flakes and to place it wherever I want to place it. Gilding flakes will stick wherever the product is tacky, so you have to make sure that you apply foil magic only where you want it. Once it is done, just dust off the excess and that is it. Your bottle is ready. And look at this product. It is so beautiful. Can you imagine this was something which we discard? An old shampoo bottle which we just throw away? My god, such a waste and such a treasure now. I hope you've had fun. I just enjoyed making this project and I hope you enjoy it too. Please do make it and let me know how you like it. And as always, have fun, enjoy yourself, and loads of love to you. Bye bye.